Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everyone. Hope you're well. It's Mr. Ali here with his Community Wellbeing Show, coming to you from the studios of Radio Aapki Awaz. I hope you're well. I hope you're keeping fine, enjoying the weather. And as always, you can listen to us on various platforms. The first one is on the World Wide Web, www.aapkiawaz.co.uk. You can also listen to us on various social media platforms such as YouTube and Facebook. And you can also download the following apps such as Radio Garden app and Hindi Radio Online app, and you can download Radio Aapki Awaz. I hope you're well. As always, the studio number is 0121 682 8142, and you'll be able to listen to us and also contribute to the show as well. So, as always, we like to talk about issues that are affecting you, issues that are high on your priority list. And today we are going to be talking about how the last 2 years, the COVID has really impacted people's employment chances, people's businesses have been affected, people's education and the employment prospects have been absolutely decimated as well. And we want to now touch on that in terms of some of the issues that people were facing, but also along the same lines, we want to also talk about what now, where do we go from here, what opportunities are available and what we can do to address those as well. So today I have a very good friend of mine, Mr. Babar Raja Sahib, who has a number of hats. He is part of the West Midlands Academy and also he's part of OBF, which stands for Overseas Business Forum as well. So a huge and warm welcome to you to the studios of Radio Aapki Awaz.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. How are you? How are you enjoying the weather?
Alhamdulillah, it's good. Everything is good.
Yeah, no, great. So just going to take you back now to about 2.5, 3 years ago, where we had a small matter of COVID that came and just destroyed everything and turned everything on its head. And a lot of people were not going to work, people were furloughed, people were had to hand in their notices and were let go because the jobs weren't there, the market wasn't there. The education system, whether the people were at college or at university, the courses stopped. It went to virtual, it went to online. Everything was decimated. Barbara, so what can you recollect from that period where we had COVID and we were stuck inside? Everything came to a thundering halt.
Yeah, I think this is quite a good subject. Now we are over
Yes.
pandemic, post-pandemic time we are living, and now we can reflect on the past.
Yeah.
I think one business, I think it's 1 in every 6 businesses, they have been affected.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is the data on the government published website. And those of them, 20% businesses were unable to buy their services, their goods to run their business in operation. Yeah, and about 30% of those businesses, they were unable to operate fully.
I can understand.
So there's a huge impact on the businesses and the business community since the pandemic was there. Yeah, and I think now it's a good situation.
Yes.
The businesses are growing now, slowly.
Good.
And the government has actually introduced the grants previously in the last 2 years, and they've given the grants to small and medium enterprises to large organizations.
I remember, Baba, when it was at the height of COVID, I took a walk on Almrock Road. As you know, Almrock Road is a very thriving, very busy area. Yeah. And at that time, there were literally 2 people on Almrock Road. Every shop was closed.
Yes.
You know, no business was taking place. And as a good business person, you don't think when one door closes, another one opens. So a lot of business owners who are entrepreneurs went all online.
Online, yes.
And a lot of people actually felt that now, and they weren't, and one thing, Baba Sahib, normally no one does anything willingly.
Yeah.
People do it because they have to.
They have to.
For example, this online would have had to come in anyway, maybe 5 years, 10 years time. But because of COVID, it got accelerated. It was fast tracked, and people discovered online. And before they realized, they were saying, "Why didn't we do this 1 or 2 years before?"
Yeah.
But, as always, everyone can be wiser after the event. But at that time, people were, importing goods from China, from other places, and they were doing, double or triple what their normal turnover was.
Yeah. Yeah, this is quite right.
Yeah. So, again, something that really is discovered in this particular arena is, as an entrepreneur, is how do you overcome the problem that you face? So that was one aspect. The other one was those people that were employed. Some of the jobs that you talked about, the traditional manufacturing jobs, those are now gone. We are more of a service industry now. We are a service industry, and a lot of people lost their jobs, and those that were doing traditional jobs, those jobs aren't there. So you have to be reskilled. You have to learn new skills. So now it's all about customer service. It is all about how to use basic IT skills. It's about how to work in a team. Working in a team is very important as well. And these are called soft skills, Bob. So how important is it for any person, I was going to say young person, but any person now looking for a job, wants a promotion, to have these soft skills such as good communication skills, teamwork, organization, planning? How important are these attributes?
I think these are very basic skills. Whoever want to be either self-employed or employed, they have to have soft skill in this time.
Yes.
Nobody without the soft skill can operate, obviously.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's very important. At Westmid Training, I would introduce that we have an academy.
Okay, tell me more, please.
Yeah, it's a Westmid Training Academy. We offer training and coaching. And the training is basically lead toward the work.
Okay.
So mainly we organize courses for people those are unemployed and they want to start a career in UK. We offer SIA courses, Security Industry Authority courses.
Okay.
Which is that include door supervision course, security officers course, CCTV operative course, health and safety operatives. Similarly, emergency first aid and the first aid at work courses. In addition, we also offer the English, maths, and IT level 2 from entry 1 to all the way to level 2. Yeah. Which is equal to GCSE.
Yeah. And that's just to come in there, also. It is very important that if you want a job, and most jobs now want you to have GCSEs in English and maths. So if you haven't done GCSEs, you can do NVQ level 1 and 2, and that is equivalent to, but you got to have English and maths as a basic for you to be able to even apply for these jobs.
Even apply for the job, yes. Yeah, we have two sides of that. Like people, those want to go in the administration jobs.
Yes.
Yeah. They actually need IT.
Yes,
English
absolutely.
And math.
Absolutely.
Any office-based jobs, jobs in the civil sector or private sector. These are the basics. Yeah.
Yeah.
So one side will provide these services, and people can do the course if they have missed this college. Yeah, and they want to do it. They can do these courses with us.
Yes.
Yeah. And we have a bespoke courses like whatever is suitable for them, when, then, and there. Like it's a weekend, it's distance learning, remote, face to face, depend on the requirement of an individual. This is one side of that, and other side is like a security industry courses. Anybody who can read and write, they don't need to have a qualification, GCSE or any ESOL qualification.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as they can work in UK.
Yes.
They have right to work in UK.
Yes.
And they have their ID,
yes,
like a passport or driving license.
Sure.
And they have two proof of addresses, and they can sign up on the course.
So how long is the course, by the way?
The course it's 1 week course.
Oh, really? So
it's every week we start Monday. Our groups start Monday and we finish on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
So once they complete this course, then in a few weeks' time, like 3 to 4 weeks, they can get the results. Once they get the result, they can apply for the badge, which is a license. So license is issued by the Security Industry Authority. Once they have the license, they are entitled to work. So any security industry, private security industry,
Yes.
they can hire them. They can, and the beauty of the private security industry is the people can work in, like they can work same time simultaneously, 2, 3, 4 employers. For example, if I'm available in
You're
a
a
weekend-
freelance then.
like a freelance, yeah. You can work weekend with another employer. You can work on a weekdays with different employer.
Night, day, doesn't matter.
Yeah, night, and there's a shift pattern as well. There's a 12-hour shift, 8-hour shift. Some of the short shifts are there. So
Whatever suits you.
whatever suits you, you can work in that. Anybody who is unemployed and they are willing to work, they're looking for work, they can do this course with us, and then we can help them to get on work. We have
Wow.
the private security industry companies on the panel, and we can refer them to you guys who have completed the course and get the license, and they can start work and they can start earning straight away.
So, for example, now I've applied for this particular course. Now, I'm unemployed.
Yeah.
If I'm unemployed, will the government pay for the cost of the course, or do I have to pay from my own pocket?
It's yes and no.
Okay, go on.
Yes, in terms that if you are on the job center, if you are on state benefits,
Yes.
or universal credit, you can contact your work coach and you can tell them that I have a course, I want to do the course, and there's a chance for myself to get engage into the labor market, the work market.
Yes.
Then they allow.
Okay.
If they allow you, then they will give compensation of that.
Oh,
course.
great.
They will refund the fee, to the individual, and they can join the course. This is one side. Second side is you can sponsor yourself.
Sure.
If you're not on a state benefit or a universal credit, then you can apply yourself.
Yes.
And then you can pay £400 fee.
Yes.
For a whole week. Yeah. And then
That's reasonable for a whole week.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And then lead toward employment. Definitely lead toward employment.
Yeah, yeah.
As long as somebody is willing to work.
Yes.
There's lots of jobs in this sector.
So talking about that, so you've done Monday to Saturday.
Yeah.
I've done my qualification of pass now. I've got my badge.
Yeah.
What's the likelihood of me getting a job once I've got my badge? Is it 50%, 90%, 100%?
I would say 80%.
Okay.
80% the chances that you will get the job straight away.
Yeah, yeah.
And you'll get the job, but it depends on you how flexible you are.
Oh, seriously.
Like at the starting point, maybe you have to go outside Birmingham to work.
Sure.
So, for example, they will send you as a relief officer somewhere. Any agencies, they will
Yes.
send you as a relief officer.
Yes.
And then you can cover 1 day or 2 days somewhere.
Yeah.
And 1 day, 2 days another place.
Yeah.
So you will be rotating your job. So until you get a permanent place, until you get a regular place somewhere.
And until they, I suppose, build some experience and
Yeah.
trust with you.
Just with
To make sure
Yeah.
he's a reliable person,
Yeah.
he's a trustworthy person, he's a professional person.
Yeah, that's the basic thing, is that if they satisfy the employer and the client is happy and then the employer is happy, then they will keep you there
Yes.
and continue working over there.
Yes.
So I know many people that don't like that. Oh, it's a rotation and we are going to different places every day,
Yeah.
every week possibly, and it's depend on that how good you do.
Yeah, of course.
Everything with the client.
It's all up to the individual,
Yeah, up to
really.
the individual.
A lot of the time, I believe in that, Barbara Saab, whereby I think you are in control of your own mindset and your own destiny, really. If you give you 100% within a few weeks, months, then they'll say, look, this person is very reliable. Let's give him a good contract where he'll be happy. They'll want to keep you.
Yeah.
But if you're late, if you're always calling in sick,
Yeah.
and say, look, no, that's too far, I don't have a car, all that sort of stuff, then
Yeah.
obviously people say, look, maybe this guy, we should leave him.
We should leave him.
We should leave him
We'll look
because,
for another one,
yeah. So it depends on you whether you want to work.
Yeah.
And I'm a firm believer that, as a man, as a person, man or woman, you should work because, it gives you routine, it gives you discipline.
Yeah.
And obviously the main thing is you're also earning halal rizq,
Halal rizq, yes.
And you can't put a price on that. And when your children and your family see this guy is working, they also have a lot of respect for you
Lot of
as well.
respect for you.
So there's something for you to think about. Barbara, so you talked about obviously Monday to Saturday. This is a course. During those 6 days, what sort of training, what sort of things do you learn during those 6 days?
We start off from the emergency first aid course first of all,
Sure.
which is mandatory for
Yes.
anybody who want to work in the private security
Yes.
industry. they have to have
Yes.
a course.
Yes.
So we started from there,
Yeah.
and then first of all, in the first 2 days, we learn about the private security industry. What is the private security industry?
Yeah.
And what are the boundaries? What are the scope? What are the limitations of private security industry? So it's basically introduction of a private security industry. From the third day, we start learning about the conflict.
Oh,
How to handle the
conflict resolution.
conflict
Yes.
resolution and conflict management, actually. So the first unit, there's 4 units. There's 4 components of this code. The first one is working within the private security industry. Principle of working within the private security
Yes.
industry. Second one is working as a door supervisor in the private security industry. And the third one is application of conflict management within the private security industry. And the last one is physical intervention, application of physical intervention within the private security industry.
Yes.
So these are spread on 5 days training. So there's a theory training as well as practical scenarios.
Sure. Good.
Yeah, scenario based as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I have seen some videos on social media where it is difficult for people that are working in supermarkets or in big shopping parades where some people are in gangs or in youths and will come and try to maybe attack the security guard or try to thieve, and whether that security guard should intervene or not intervene. So there's no right way or wrong way. You just have to judge it for yourself, judge the situation, and sometimes you better to let them go, because everything is on CCTV anyway, rather than going in there, because you don't know what they're carrying these days.
Yeah, you don't know. No.
And so I think sometimes you have to be very, where you have to intervene, you have to, because your own life or the customer's life or one of the staff members' lives is at risk. Then I suppose you have to make that judgment call and call for backup as well. So it is a position of a high responsibility as well. So well said, Mr. Babar Saab. The other thing that I want to also talk about is door security. So you mentioned that this particular SIA badge, do you have to do a supplementary course for the door security, or will this allow you to also be we used to call it doorman, but I think the door person now, I think, isn't it? Because obviously it could be man or woman.
Yeah. The door is actually, there are 2 types of course. The first course is security officer course.
Yes.
Where you don't need physical intervention training.
Sure.
But you'll be working in the static sector, like corporate, building work, office work, reception work, kind of work. And the second main segment is basically working in the pubs, clubs, and the retail sector, face to face. Right? Frontline operative.
Yes.
Although both are frontline, but mainly the door supervision training is more of the physical handling training. And of course, security officers also been trained on the conflict management.
Yes.
Conflict management is a part of even all the courses. The security industry, the SIA they offer, they have to be trained on them. But the door supervision basically role is to when you involve the physical thing, when communication fail.
Yeah.
When you can't resolve the conflict with the communication, then you get physical intervention.
Yes, I'm just going to go to the guests. First of all, Javed Akhtar, walaikum salam. Hope you're well. MashaAllah, one of our diamond listeners who's been with me throughout. Mr. Javed Akhtar is going to Hajj next week. Mr. Javed Akhtar, I am very jealous of you. We shouldn't be jealous of anyone, but I am, because you're going to Hajj next weekend as well, and inshallah please make dua, but it's probably too late this year, but inshallah next year may Allah call me to their blessed house as well, and my thoughts and duas will be with you, and likewise please keep us in your duas and in front of your memory when you are in front of the Kaaba and also in front of the blessed Prophet, peace be upon him, his grave as well. So please, Javed Akhtar, keep us, and I'll see you on Sunday as well. So that's that. Kaz, how are you? My brother, hope you're well. Well said, Mr. Ali. Security is not about big muscles. It is about using your brain.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because I know Kaz, my brother, is, if you look at him, he is thin as this. But when it comes to his brain and talking, he's a very charming, very persuasive guy. Even someone like Chad, if he's got a big guy, he'll be able to calm and diffuse a situation.
Yeah, that's quite important. As I said, that physical intervention is the last resort. So
Absolutely.
the first thing is the communication
Yes.
skill, how you handle people's,
Yes.
how you calmly you deal with the conflict, and that's what where we train people first of all on the conflict management.
Yes.
And they have to go through some scenarios. They have to pass the scenarios.
Yes.
Practical scenarios. They
Yes.
have to handle the lower level, middle level, and high level conflict.
Yes.
And then they can pass the practicals, and then they can go for theory exams. So that's what we do. That's what we train.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I've got one of the viewers now asking about the length of the security badge course. Brother Babar has said that the course starts on a Monday morning and lasts all the way up to Saturday. So it's a 6-day course. So you do practical and theory. After that, you set a test, and within a few weeks, you will get your license, and then you will get your job opportunities as well. Yeah. So it is very flexible, and there's a course fee of £400 to cover the cost of those 6 months training, 6 days training. Yeah. But Brother Babar also said that there's about 80-90% chance of you finding job, but it also depends on you as well, how willing you are and how flexible you are to first of all get experience to go alongside your your job as well. So that is that. The other thing I was going to say was, now with every place, every nook and cranny having a CCTV now, that's a job that I wouldn't mind actually. You see some TV programs where security guards have got 20 or 30 CCTV screens in front of them, and they're just watching and following everyone. Yeah. But that is a separate course that you have to do. Is that right?
Yeah, that's a separate course for 4 days.
So on top of the 6 days, if you want to be a CCTV person, you have to have that.
Yeah, you have to have 4 days training, and it's a practical training as well as theory training.
Yes.
The first component of this course is the same as for security officer.
Yes.
And the door supervisor course.
Yes.
But the second component is CCTV operator role and responsibility.
Okay.
And the application of the theory is the next procedure on the course. And we give on-job training, like when we have a system, and we have to record. They have to run a scenario. We have to run a scenario, and where they follow somebody, they find out a suspicious person, and they follow them.
Oh wow! Yeah,
and they need to report. They need to liaise with the police. At the same time, they need to liaise with the team as well.
And the ambulance, possibly.
Ambulance, yeah. So there's a radio communication. It's all through the radio communication, and the person has to be on the system as well. So we train them, we give them a lot of training, practice, and then we record a 15-minute video of the scenario they need to pass.
Brother Javed, I think that is the one that I think I would recommend you for, the CCTV operative.
Yes,
so I think that one will suit you. That's in my humble opinion. But so can I just lastly move on from here? But one more question for that.
Yeah.
Unless someone else has got any, is will a CCTV operative be paid as a high hourly salary compared? Okay.
Yeah. It's up to £15 per hour.
Oh wow.
Well, if they have a door supervision badge and they have a CCTV badge, they work hand in hand with each other.
Yes.
So normally employers look for that, because every workplace they have a CCTV, and might be people don't know that if somebody watch video images or footages without the license, it's illegal.
Oh really?
It's illegal to watch.
But without a CCTV one?
Yes, you have to have a CCTV badge if you want to watch the footage, people's footage. You want to be on the CCTV, you must have a badge. Otherwise, if SIA turn up and they catch you, they will give you penalties. Yeah. It's illegal. Yeah.
This is now a very highly regulated industry.
Highly regulated.
Because I know my older brother's father used to be a security guard when he was a student many years ago now, about 20-25 years. And there it's like, there's hardly any training, one-day training, do whatever you want, no inspection. People used to sleep most of the time.
Yes.
But now what you're saying is it's very regulated. You have to have a DBS as well. Yeah. You have to have a DBS?
Yeah, I have to have a DBS. Here I will mention that many people, they hesitate to ask these questions.
Yeah.
That somebody asked me, if I have a criminal record, would I get the badge? So the answer is yes and no. It depends on that, the level of offence being committed, and how long it's been committed. Like it's a 4-year, it's a 5-year past, 4-year past, 6-year past. What time has gone since he has committed the crime? So I think quite a few of my learners, they had that opportunity, and some of them been declined.
Yeah.
Then they approached through solicitor to
Okay.
SIA, and then they awarded
Oh, wow.
the badge.
So almost like you appeal to them, say, look,
Yes.
I made a mistake, but
Yeah.
I'm reformed now.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
reformed.
better,
Yeah.
and please reconsider your
Yeah.
early decision.
Yeah, and then they do allow, because obviously it's an economic activity, and it, as long as a person have to be active in the labor market,
Yes.
right? So they need opportunities.
Yes.
So if they stop people like that, how can they get engaged into work? Because so most of the employers, most of the jobs are very sensitive. They do DBS tests. If
Yeah.
someone has a criminal record, they're not going to let. Yeah.
Yeah, because when you're security guard, for example, at Aldi, you go into their staff room.
Yes.
Sometimes you're there with maybe some money,
Yeah.
and even when you have a badge and you have the uniform,
Yeah.
people almost treat you like a police.
Like, yeah.
And so it's a position of really big trust. So you have a responsibility there. So, brother Akhtar, actually, we asked the same question. He also asked, "Do you need DBS clearance?" I hope you heard.
Yes, DBS clearance. If there's one more thing in that is that if someone they haven't lived 5 years in the UK,
Yes.
they have to bring the DBS from overseas, wherever they
Okay.
lived before.
Yes.
So, for example, if someone lived 1 year in the UK,
Yeah.
and they haven't lived 4 or 5 years in the UK, if they lived in Pakistan previously, they have to bring the criminality certificate from Pakistan, or if they lived in Italy or Spain or wherever, they have to bring the criminal certificate from the authorities.
I didn't know Pakistan did a DBS.
Huh?
I didn't know Pakistan did a DBS.
No, they provide a police clearance certificate. Now there's a database. It's a
Even in
Nagla data.
Mirpur as well?
Yes,
Azad Kashmir?
yes, Kashmir as well.
Okay.
So whoever want to apply for the badge, they have to. If their address history goes to overseas,
Yeah.
then they need to provide the clearance certificate that from the authorities.
Yeah.
And the way you get it, you can, if you'll be living in England.
Yes.
You need to go to the relevant country's embassy.
Yes.
The consulate, and tell them I need the clearance certificate, I need the criminality certificate, police certificate. Sometimes it's called police certificate, sometimes it's called criminality certificate, and then authorities, they will guide them how to.
So I suppose, someone who comes new from Pakistan or Indian subcontinent or from the Africa, very good job to get the SIA badge and to get the CCTV one as well.
Yeah.
And to be, within maybe a few months you're earning,
Yeah.
providing you've got all your clearances and your stay and your proof of address and citizenship, 15, 16 pound an hour.
15, 16 pounds an hour, yes, that's right.
Yeah. So, it's not a bad wage in this day and age.
Yeah,
So
with us, if you sign up with us at the West Mid Academy, door supervision as well as a CCTV operator, you get £50 off from us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do both courses.
Both together, and also they will pay half fee for the second badge.
Okay.
So the badge fee is you pay to government £190, and then £185 nowadays. But the second badge will be half price.
Okay.
So if you apply 2 badges.
Okay, I understand. And how much is the second course for the CCTV one?
It's a 4 days course, but if you sign up together, it'll be £300. The course will be £300.
Yeah.
But if you just come for CCTV course, we will charge you £350.
Yeah.
A 4 days course.
But you will need to have the first one done before you can do the CCTV one?
No, you don't have to.
Oh, you don't have to? Okay, interesting. Okay, interesting. So please get the questions, and the questions come in as well. So we're just going to move the conversation on now towards office-based jobs now.
Yes.
We've done the security side of things now. So office-based jobs now, a lot of people now are going into offices where you have to answer the phone call, customer service, telesales, general admin, and where you have to use Excel spreadsheet, maybe a bit of PowerPoint, software, your various different software as well. And what sort of courses do you provide to equip someone with the skills that they need to be able to work successfully in an office?
I think, as I mentioned earlier, the basic requirement is English, Math, and IT.
Yes.
Up to level 2.
Yes.
Okay. If someone has done the GCSE, they will cover that. And
Yes.
Three minimum subjects. Yeah. So we do offer these courses for the people those want to go into the office-based jobs.
Yes.
And it depends. The process is we have to assess the level of English, and we have to assess their level of maths and IT skills. Right. And based on that, we will allocate them the course, whichever
Yes.
course is suitable for them.
Yes.
But they have to achieve level 2. So
Yes.
even in care sectors, I think they have introduced the level 1.
Okay.
Level 1 English, math, and IT.
Level 1 is GCSE.
Level 1 is just like year 9 or year 9.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. But level 2
is
is
GCSE.
equal to GCSE. So most of the employers, they want that. So,
Level 2.
Yeah, if you have missed GCSE, you left the school and college, you can come back to us and we'll help you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. So these days, for those of you that are watching, whether you're at school, college, or wanting to get into any kind of employment, but level 2 in English and maths is so important. And like I said, it's not to be stressed out. If you didn't, if you don't have those, or if you didn't do well in school, you can attain a GCSE equivalent of C above by doing a national vocational qualification of level 2, which is equivalent to a GCSE as well, and that's a prerequisite to finding an office job as well. What sort of office jobs are available at the moment, or where they are in demand?
There are lots of jobs available. There are agencies. First of all, I would suggest that if you don't have office-based experience and you are very keen to start office work, then you need to look for the agencies. So there is agencies like Reed agencies,
Yes,
quite a
Reed.
big agencies.
Yes,
Some other agencies are also in the town. They have their outlets in the town.
yes.
So if you make your CV, first you make your CV very well. Just do some research, make a nice CV, and I would suggest that you go for your CV should be different for each job. So if you're applying for a security officer job, don't use the same CV but when you apply for the administration job. Yeah. And if you're looking for like a customer facing role, so please make your CV specific to the requirement of the job, right? So if you go to agencies, they will give you, because agency, why they offer job? Because they look for people, those are temporary. They are temporary stuff, right? They look for maybe 2 week, 3 week, 4 week, 3 months, 6 months down the line experience. So for example, if you have no experience, an agency asks, we need a person who can work 2 months in somewhere in the office. You say, yes, I'm ready to go, I'm happy to go. Then you'll get the experience. Yeah. While you're there, they might extend your stay over there. Yeah. They might give you a new job. When you finish one job with the same agency, they will give you another assignment.
Yes.
Then you might go there for 6 months, 3 months, and you can build up your experience. Once you have a 3-year experience, 2 to 3 year experience, then you'll be flying. Then you'll be in control.
Yeah.
What you like, you choose where you want to work.
Good.
But to reach there, you have to be very flexible. So yes,
And hardworking.
And committed. No sick leave, no lateness.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the main thing.
Yeah. And sometimes, Brother Babar, these sort of punctuality, attendance, your presentation, your spoken skills, are a equivalent to your qualifications. Probably more important.
Yes.
Because the qualifications will get you to the door. But then it is your personality and your character that will get you past the door and get you into the chair. So again, it's having the dual combination of practical experience and your personality and the theory, i.e. your qualifications.
Yeah, most of the employers, they are very keen to have people, those are committed. That's what they look for.
Yes.
They mainly look for the person who is committed. They look at your work history, how many times you change your employer in the history, yeah? So if you left 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, they will see that the history
pattern
and the pattern of, and they pick up from there. They say, I think this person is not very committed. If they see this continuity, I think a reasonable time with one employer is at least 6 months to 1 year. Is a reasonable time to be with one employer. So I think it's just mainly the employer look at your attitude and behavior.
Yes.
So the attitude and behavior is a can-do attitude is there. If you can present that I am keen to work and I'm willing to learn and I can do my best, then any employer will keep you. That's the main thing they look for.
Absolutely great. So that's a very comprehensive overview in terms of some of the job opportunities that are available with West Midlands Academy. And at the end, when we ask Brother Babar to give a summary, we will also ask him to leave his contact details, including his email. So if anyone wishes to apply or know further information, then you can please contact Brother Babar and West Midlands Academy as well. I'm just going to move on now for those people that may be thinking about maybe starting their own business now.
Yes, right.
That those are who wish to go down a different route, who want to be entrepreneurs, who want to be working in a small medium enterprise, and that is a different challenge in itself. I know you're also part of Overseas Business Forum, which is a relatively new organization, if I'm right in saying, has formed. Basically, it's a platform for entrepreneurs to tap into, so they can receive support and they can receive guidance and also network with other entrepreneurs as well. So tell me, Brother Babar, so what's your involvement with OBF and what is OBF?
My involvement in OBF is I'm senior vice chairman at Overseas Business Forum. I'm one of the founder of the Overseas Business Forum.
Yes.
Overseas Business Forum informally start work over a year.
Yes.
Formally, we have set up this from February this year.
Yes.
So basically, the aim of the Overseas Business Forum is to bring the small, medium, and large organization onto one platform.
Sure.
To learn from each other's skills, our expertise. So that's the main aim. We have about 250 employer at one.
That's within a short space of time.
Yes. So it's good for the people those are new to the business,
yes,
or they want to start the business, or they are self-employed or sole enterprises or small organization or shop running a shop, or even if they do online businesses. So they've got a lot of opportunities in that.
Yeah, no, great. So I suppose in terms of, for example, I'm now already an established a entrepreneur. I've got my own business set up as well. Do you have workshops? Do you have gatherings? Do you have online meetings? How do you engage with your 250 members?
Yes, we have. We arrange networking event every month. Once a month, we arrange that. And then we have social media groups. We have our presentation on social group like social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
Yes.
Yeah? And we have the WhatsApp group as well, where we interact on daily basis with different business. They interact with each other as well.
Sure.
So there's a lot of interaction. There's a lot of support because there's all sort of businesses are there. For example, someone is consultant, someone is an accountant, someone is maybe they offer legal services, a solicitor, or all sort of businesses. They can interact with each other, and it's depend on like IT nowadays is a big subject. Yeah, absolutely. Any business you want to run, they need IT support. So the IT supports Netflix also available there, so they can get support. We arrange the events like workshops and networking. Of course, we arrange networking events and the tutorials and some useful information we send over to our members. So it's a paid membership and a free membership, both is available. The paid membership is £10 for each business.
Yes.
And unpaid is also there, but on unpaid membership, your incentive, there's no incentive. We can't advertise your stuff on our website. But if you're a paid member, if you're a paid business membership, you have a paid business membership, then we advertise your stuff on our website as well.
Oh wow. Brother Babar, so we have something called the Asian Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
Business Chamber of Commerce. And that's established and been running for a long time, and it's affiliated to the Birmingham Business Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
Was there a need that you thought of that the Asian Chamber of Commerce was a meeting that you thought we need to have a separate one to have an OBF, or what was the thinking behind it? What's the difference from yourself and, for example, say the Asian Chamber of Commerce?
The major difference is the cost and the size of the employers. Right? So the employers we have with us, they were not part of any other network. It's okay. They charge quite a lot of fee, to be honest, and our fee is just £120
Yeah.
a year. Yeah, and we are also approved by the Birmingham Chamber of Commerce. Yeah, we are certified
Sure.
from them as well.
Yes.
We are in that panel. So basically, this is the cost. Not all businesses they can afford the cost. Sometimes they charge £500 a year, £700 a year, or £1,000 a year
Yes,
for the
yes.
membership. But this is, I think, for the sole trader and small, medium enterprises and businesses. I think this is quite a good opportunity to start off.
Yes, yes. Okay, no, interesting. Thank you for that. And in the short space that you have been up and running, what sort of needs, what sort of challenges do some of these members of OBF have sort of expressed to you or among themselves? What are the day-to-day problems they are facing?
I think there are two main areas. The first one is their problem with the infrastructure. Sometimes business owners, they face the problem, they face the challenges, but they don't share with others.
Yes, that's what's said.
That's the main thing, is that they don't share they don't get the support.
Support.
So on our network, on our forum, there's a similar kind of businesses are existing there. Okay, so they can connect with each other, they can build network with each other.
Yeah.
For example, the business I run, it's a small business, an academy, training academy, but there are 4 or 5 other academies as well.
Yes.
They are offering the similar kind of
Sure.
services. Yeah, but we are now liaising with each other. We are getting on with each other. We know what you do, what they do, what we do, how we can help each other. So it's not like a
So you're not
combination.
So you're not fighting each other.
It's a competition, like we fight each other. No, I think if we work another way, if we look at the positivity outside, we can get a lot of help and support from others. Similarly, I think a couple of courses we were not offering, but in the academy they're offering that course, and I contacted them. They said, you refer us, then we'll give you your incentive as well, and they will get incentive as well as a customer. They will get the customer, I will get something on that. So we have this kind of examples there. There on this forum, there's no competition with each other.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So we got another comment. Does this link in with the Chutney and Chat network at Tipu Sultan's? No, Javed. This is that is run by Abad and Brother Safraz over with the Pathway Group, and this is completely separate. It's a new initiative, and we wish them all the best as well. So yes, so Javed, this is something completely new, and within a short space of time, we've managed to get a lot of traction as well.
Yeah, it's a different business. It's not a one kind of business, training businesses.
No.
It's all sort of businesses out there. Even if you need if you're a part of that, if you need a plumber, you just text in the group, I need a plumber.
And then
then somebody will contact you.
No, absolutely.
If you need a mortgage advisor, you just put a message in there.
Yeah.
Somebody who offer the service of mortgage services, they will contact you.
Yeah, please let us know when your next networking event is. We would love to promote it here on Radio Aapki Awaaz, and maybe one of our representatives will also attend to see out firsthand what sort of flavour do you get and what sort of support that you are offering as well. As always, Brother Babar, we have been beaten by the time. We are now towards the end of the show. I'm going to give you a minute or so just to pull everything together with West Midlands Academy and OBF. And if anyone wishes to get in contact with you, if you can give us your email address, or if you wish to leave your mobile number, whatever you're comfortable with, please.
Yeah, if you need to do the course with us, it's West Mid Academy.
Yes.
The phone number for that is 079 56 25 7618.
Yeah.
This is the contact number for the academy. You can send a message or you can make a phone calls. Okay. And the email for West Mid Academy is info@westmidacademy.co.uk. And similarly, if you are interested in joining the Overseas Business Forum, the website is www.overseasbusinessforum.co.uk, and the email is info@overseasbusinessforum.co.uk.
Perfect.
So these are the contact details. Well, if you are interested in overseas business, you can contact them on my phone number as well.
Yeah.
And I will put you through to the right person. If you need any support or any assistance to further enhance your business services, or if you need any further support, you can contact us. And if you are interested in any course, if you are unemployed looking for work, then please contact us on our mobile or Westmead Academy's website.
Thank you, Brother Javed. I hope you managed to get all those details. If not, I will put the email on the chat, and then you can contact them after the show. Thank you, Baba Saab, for coming to the studio and explaining West Midlands Academy for those people that are looking for employment, and also about Overseas Business Forum for those people that are looking into starting up a new business as well. That is all for this week, and next week I will have a guest to talk about the issues and the good practice for those people that are going on Hajj. So Brother Javed, if you have anyone that you wish to recommend for next week, then please, you have the opportunity, because I know a lot of people are now making their final preparations before they embark, so we want to just give them some do's and don'ts before they pack their bag and fly off. And as always, please keep myself and Radio Aapki Awaaz in your du'as as well. Until next week, please continue to look after yourselves and each other.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.